Hey all, little Flix here, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. I've just focused so far on my channel just with Dollhouse Season 1, but today we're going to start a new show, and that show is Riverdale. I have seen the first 2 seasons prior to me making my channel, so I decided to pick this one up from Season 3 and yeah, see where it goes. So just a quick recap of what happened in Season 2. I did quickly watch the recap that Netflix had. I pretty much remember what happened. I'm just spacing on a couple of names, like the doorman guy who killed the dude who's one of the guys who broke into the lake house thing or whatever it was in that episode in Season 2 that Archie's been accused of murdering. And also obviously the guy who got murdered. Yeah, so we're gonna just start off from when Archie was arrested for the crime. A couple other things I think I can't really remember from the top of my head. I know that obviously Betty's joined the Serpents, and so has Cheryl, I think. I'm not sure if she's officially joined, but her and Tony are pretty much a couple. I'm not sure if it's actually been official. It's not on Facebook yet. Let's see. But yeah, so that's all I really remember, and I think Jughead and Betty are in an okay place so far, and Veronica is going to be caught in between her dad and Archie. And obviously Hiram's the one who's trying to frame Archie for the crime because he threatened him. Which was interesting because I remember in that scene that Hiram actually seemed scared of like a teenage boy. I mean, he was pretty threatening and menacing, so I get it, but I just thought it was kind of odd. Not odd, but just kind of like, huh, you really are scared. Okay, so we're going to just start with the first episode of Season 3, which is titled Chapter 36, Labor Day.
It's the calm before the storm. The summer before your junior year in high school.
It always starts off with Jughead narrating, always, with his stories and what he's writing, his book. Is he still writing a book? I thought that was really more on Jason Blossom's murder, but... what I will say quickly is, I forgot to say in the recap thing, what I really enjoyed in Season 1 was Betty and the killer, who I can't actually remember his name, that they coined him in the media, but I really enjoyed that episode where he was manipulating her and threatening people's lives unless she like broke up with Jughead and distanced herself from her friends. And I just thought it was really awesome to see, like a psychological thriller, and I wish I kind of extended it a bit longer, but hopefully we'll get something psychologically thrillerish in this season, just because I love that genre so much and I think it suits Riverdale so well.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the evidence and testimony that was presented in this court tell a dark story. That he started not 1, but 2 masked vigilante groups.
It's true.
That he assaulted. Now, Mr. Andrews claims that it was his girlfriend's father's doorman who shot Mr. Bullock. A shot Mr. Andrews claims to have heard, but not seen.
Which is true. Very true.
Who knows the truth of what happened that terrible night in the woods?
Hey, his mum's representing him. That's cute.
And he may be a sensitive
but like,
musician.
Isn't that like a conflict of interest?
But he's also a cold-blooded killer.
He's on trial for murder. I feel like your mum representing you is a big conflict of interest.
There was no murder weapon. There was no motive. At the end of the day, all the prosecution has is cloudy testimony from unreliable people. Now, it is my solemn duty as a mother to protect my son. But as an attorney,
conflict of interest?
It's my duty to adhere to the facts.
The charge is first-degree murder. You may retire to begin your deliberations.
You were great in there, Mary.
Thank you, Fred.
I like her dress.
It's the most important
so pretty.
case of our lives.
You were amazing, Mrs. Andrews, really.
I will say this about CW shows. I do love the way they're shot. They have they have good locations, great lighting. They have good cinematographers, I reckon. And I love the way Riverdale looks. It just looks nice.
There you are.
I guess that's because it's Vancouver.
Yeah, good, Judge. Guys, it's time. Judge just asked us back.
I wonder how long they actually were waiting for that. It seems very quick.
The jury is still deliberating.
Oh. That's not good.
but I've dismissed them. They're sequestered, and I've instructed them not to read anything about this case. You, young man, is to spend this weekend with your family and your loved ones.
Gee, it's not reassuring coming from the judge.
Hey, Archie. Have a terrific weekend.
That's not gonna go well. Does deserve it though. Always has to make an entrance, Cheryl. And always in red and always walks in slow motion.
We're celebrating with an epic end of summer pool party at Thornhill. And you're all invited. Of course, given the fact that Archie will most likely be walking the Green Mile while the rest of us are walking the stage at graduation.
She's talking to her dad. That's the question. If she is, what is she saying?
Daddy. Your Yago-like attempt to keep me and Archie apart? It'll fail. I'm begging you, as your only daughter, help Archie. Save him. Please.
It's simply beyond my control.
I think she should just cut herself off from her dad and move out. I don't know where to,
But
but
taken over the south side because he's been colluding.
it must be
with
so
the Ghoulies.
shit living at home with
I
knowing
don't know
that
what
your
he's up to
dad's
exactly.
framed.
All right, thanks. You're up. I need you to find
Your
the Ghoulies when
boyfriend.
they're there, okay? If you see them,
So for some reason, when I was recording this episode, the episode's audio went all crackled or something. I'm not too sure what happened. It's the first time I've actually recorded from Netflix, so I'll have to have a look in the future. But unfortunately, I did actually have a whole bunch of the episode that was kind of unusable. So I thought I'll just quickly explain the key points here and some things I thought while watching it, and then we can pick up from the end sequence, which I did actually catch with clear audio. So first off, I'll talk about Archie's trial. It was declared a mistrial, but the state offered him a plea of guilty of manslaughter deal, which Archie agreed to take against his mother's counsel. I thought that was a little annoying in the moment, just because it was so hasty. But he actually believes he needs to repent for his behavior and decisions he made last season and take responsibility for his actions. So he thinks he deserves to be punished for this crime that he didn't commit. And after the trial, Veronica does confront her dad, in which he actually says he didn't do this to punish Archie, he did it to punish her for her betrayal. It ends with Veronica telling him that she's no longer his daughter, so it might actually go into what I was saying earlier in the episode, that she might emancipate herself from her parents to get away from her dad, but we'll have to see. We also do see Fred, Tom Keller, and FP teaming up together to prove Hiram framed Archie and to make him pay. We don't see the teens of Riverdale say anything like this, but it's pretty much a given at this point that they'll help, especially because it's Archie. And also, before Archie's trial, Dilton came over to Jughead's and said to him that the Gargoyle King from the role-playing game is real, and Jughead finds the map he left at his place that matched a real-life Riverdale location. And of course, Jughead being Jughead, he went to investigate and found Dilton and some guy called Ben, who appeared to have sacrificed themselves or someone sacrificed them, with symbols carved into the backs. So it's kind of setting up something there that I'm not quite sure about, and I kind of will comment on later, the end of the episode. So let's just pick up from where we left off. Oh my god, the cult's there. Quick, better get out, they're doing a seance, leave! They're gonna sacrifice the babies. Liking. I'm pretty confused. Okay then. I feel that this is taking a supernatural turn. I thought it was really kind of a bit far-fetched. Whoever that guy was who brought the map of that game to Jughead, saying it's real, the king or whatever his name is real, and him like using the map to find the location. And then you had them like poisoned or something with carvings and them worshipping something. And then you have Betty and her sister, whatever the hell her name is, I don't remember, with their farmhouse cult levitating the twins. And then Betty has a seizure. Is she sick or is she having a really bad reaction to whatever the hell's going on? I don't know. I don't know what direction they're trying to take this in. I'm really confused. I mean, if you removed all that stuff at the end just then, I would say that the direction they're taking it is like dealing with people's guilt and consequences of their actions. Hiram mainly and Archie, but also probably Veronica's actions with her dad and her family. And I guess even Betty's seems like she's trying to get herself in better health, but obviously her health is in jeopardy. If the end is anything to go by. But what's with... I don't get it. I'm so confused. I guess I'll just have to wait until next week to watch the second episode to see where the season's going. I can't really say too much apart from that I'm confused. It doesn't really feel like it's grounded in... Well, I wouldn't say Riverdale's really grounded in reality. It's just more grounded in reality than levitating babies above a bonfire. So, I mean, the whole Riverdale and the scene makes sense to, like, take a turn in the supernatural, to be honest. I just watched, like, an auto-wired complete video with the cast, and one of the questions was, does Riverdale have vampires? Oh, I think vampires would definitely love this town. So I think I'll just end the video here because I don't really know what else to say. Yeah, I'm just really confused, which I've said multiple times. So if you enjoyed this reaction, just give me a like or subscribe down below so you can join in with me to continue the series and reacting to it. And you can check out my other videos with my Dollhouse reactions too if you'd like. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. I don't know what that bye was. I haven't figured out my end thing yet. I don't know.